A fun way to end the beadwork is to create a tapered end. So in this tapered end, it will make a V shape right here. That is good for anything that's dangling. So if you have a keychain and it'll be hanging, that would be a good way to end that. It's also good for just decoration to your piece. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing my full set of beads that I would like there, I'm going to reduce it by 2. So instead of having 7 beads, I'm going to only have 5. Okay, so I'm going to take my 5 beads. I go under just like I was doing previously. But instead of putting my first bead in that first spot, I'm going to put them right in the middle. Okay, and then right now, instead of going back over this last bead right here, we're going to pretend like that does not exist. So I'm going to come up through there. So we are not going over or under that at all. I'm going to go over my strings. And the same thing on this end, I'm going to completely ignore the string. Okay, so now I'm going to reduce it by 2 again. So instead of having 5, I'll just have 3. Okay, so I'm going to go down in here because we're going to ignore this back string. So I'm going to go through. Those beads are under. I'm going to pop them up so they're in the center. And then with my needle, instead of going back over all of these, I'm going to sneak under those 2. I was caught on something a little bit there. And then I'm going to go over. I'm going to pull it so it's tight. I'm not going to go down to a single bead. You can, but I am choosing not to for this project. Okay, so then now I'm going to end it the same way that I would end it otherwise. I'm going to start going back. I'm going to go back probably 5 rows. I have a little knot in here. Remember the tip for getting the knots out. So you take the loop and open it up more, and then pull the strings. Go. When I have the tapered edge, usually I go back and forth a little bit more just to make sure that it is extra sturdy. So I went back 5. I'm going to go forward a couple. The more times you can go back and forth, the more sturdy the end will be. And then I'm gonna go back one more just to be sure. Again, you don't have to do it that many times, but I like to be better safe than sorry. Especially with the tapered ends. Okay, so once you get that, you can cut this off and then take it off the loom.